I know Indonesia's most secret animal.
What is it?
You'll have to search for it, but I'll give you a clue. It's very, very rare.
The Sumatran rhino is so rare that there are only a few hundred left in the world. The Sumatran rhino is different to other rhinos because its body is covered in a sparse coat of hair. In fact, it is also called the woolly rhino. The Sumatran rhino has two short horns, and these are the reason it's become so rare. In Asia, its horns are used to make special potions, which sell for very high prices. The Sumatran rhino eats bamboo and fruit, and unlike other rhinos, is a good hill climber. It also swims well, and sometimes even swims in the sea.
The Sumatran rhino is a good guess. It's very rare, but it's not the secret animal.
The anoa is also very rare. It's the smallest of the world's wild cattle. The anoa is a dwarf buffalo, even though it looks like a small antelope. They live in family groups. Anoas are very shy animals and like to hide in thick forests. Is the anoa the secret animal?
No, but here's another clue. The secret animal has very good eyesight.
The Sumatran tiger has excellent eyesight. It's also a rare animal. It lives in the rainforests and swamps on the island of Sumatra. Because of its beautiful coat, the Sumatran tiger has been hunted, and even though it's a protected animal, it's in danger of becoming extinct. Tigers are also hunted because sometimes they attack people. That's how they get the name man-eater. There are only a few hundred Sumatran tigers living in the wild today.
Sumatran tigers are different to others in the tiger family. They're smaller and their stripes are closer together.
What about the fishing cat? It has good eyesight. Fishing cats live by rivers in Indonesia. They're trapped for their fur and are also becoming endangered.
The fishing cat scoops up fish with its front paws. It has partly webbed feet. It will even put its head completely underwater to grab a fish.
The fishing cat is rare, and it has good eyesight.
Yes, but it's not the secret animal.
I know some other Indonesian animals with good eyesight. Maybe one of them is the secret animal. If the secret animal has good eyesight, it might be the binturong. The binturong is a nocturnal animal. That means it looks for its food at night. The binturong is also called the cat bear, but it's not a bear. They like eating fruit.
Binturongs are good climbers. They have a long, thick tail. It's called a prehensile tail. They can use it like another hand to help them climb.
The palm civet is another nocturnal animal. It can also see very well in the dark. The palm civet is endangered, not because it's hunted, but because its forest home is constantly being destroyed. The trees are being cut down for timber and for farming.
They're called palm civets because they like to live in palm trees, but they'll also live in the thatched roofs of native huts.
The slow loris spends the daylight hours rolled up in a tight furry ball, sleeping in trees in the rainforest. It's also a nocturnal animal and wakes up at night to look for its food. To help it scare off other animals, the slow loris has black marks around its big round eyes. They make it look more ferocious than it really is.
The slow loris moves very slowly, climbing across trees with one hand over the other.
If it's attacked, the slow loris can hiss like a snake and make a horrible smell.
The slow loris does have good eyesight, but it's not the secret animal.
What else can you tell me?
Well, the secret animal is part of a large family and has relatives in other countries.
Prevost squirrel lives in Indonesia, but there are squirrels in lots of other countries. Prevost squirrel lives in the treetops, where it finds fruit and nuts to eat. Does Prevost squirrel look like the secret animal?
The secret animal looks a lot stranger than a squirrel.
What about the Malayan tapir? It lives in Indonesia, but it has relatives in South America. The Malayan tapir's eyes are placed a long way back on their heads. That's to protect them when they run through the forest. Malayan tapirs are sometimes attacked by tigers. Their coats are black and white to help camouflage them and make them harder to find in the shadows of the jungle.
When tapirs are born, they have a brown coat with white spots and stripes. After a few months, the spots and stripes fade and they turn black and white.
Malayan tapirs have long, sensitive noses to help them sift their way through the jungle. Does the secret animal have a large nose?
Not exactly. I'll give you a new clue. The secret animal is mostly seen during the day.
If the secret animal is seen during the day, it might be the white-handed gibbon. It's the most acrobatic of all the primates and the fastest mammal in the forest, always running and swinging between trees in the jungle.
The white-handed gibbon has the longest arms of all the primates. Their arms are so strong that the gibbon can hang by one arm while it eats with the other.
White-handed gibbons live in families, and when males and females mate, they stay together for life. Crab-eating macaques are also seen during the day. Crab-eating macaques usually live near water. They are unusual amongst other primates because they fish for their food. Crab-eating macaques live in groups of up to 30. Each animal has a position and a rank in the group, and they all obey the male leader. Unless, of course, a young male decides to challenge him and take his place.
In the past, crab-eating macaques were thought to be sacred on the island of Bali, and villagers would leave them gifts of food beside the road.
Is this the secret animal?
No.
What's another clue?
The secret animal has a long tongue.
The sun bear has a long tongue and wide lips, so it can get at termites in their nests and lick out honey from beehives. Because it loves honey so much, it's also called the honey bear. The sun bear is the smallest bear in the world.
Yes, and it's also one bear that doesn't hibernate. Most bears do, by sleeping through winter.
The sun bear gets its name from the yellow patch on its chest, which looks like a rising sun.
The sun bear is also rare and endangered.
Is it the secret animal?
No, the sun bear is the smallest in its family. The secret animal is one of the largest in its family.
The banting is one of the largest in its family. Banting are wild cattle. The banting is a shy, timid animal. It hides in the shelter of the dark forest.
Bantings are generally quiet animals. The secret animal makes an unforgettable sound. That's your next clue.
That's easy. I know an animal that makes an unbelievable sound. If the secret animal makes an unforgettable sound, it must be the Siamang. Siamang sing to announce their territory, and also because singing is a way of expressing their feelings. When the Siamang sings, the air sac under its chin blows up like a balloon. This helps to make their singing very loud.
But Siamangs are silent if the weather is bad.
Siamangs spend most of the day in groups, searching the forest for fruit, their favourite food. Siamangs are the largest in the gibbon family, and you mostly see them during the day. Is the Siamang the secret animal?
No, but what other Indonesian animals are the largest in their family?
Orangutans are the only great apes found in Asia. Male orangutans can also make an unforgettable sound. In the forest, they can be heard up to 1 kilometre away. Orangutans are usually slow animals, but they have strong arms, which they use to swing through the trees. Although they can be friendly, they prefer to be alone.
The natives of Borneo call the orangutan the hairy man of the forest.
Like the gorillas in Africa, orangutans were thought to be people when European explorers first saw them.
No one could mistake the secret animal as a person.
What about the small clawed otter? They're very intelligent animals and can also make unusual sounds. Small clawed otters belong to a large family and live in rivers in Indonesia. They eat crabs, mussels and snails and find their food on muddy river bottoms, using their sensitive feet.
The secret animal doesn't find its food underwater. Here's your next clue. The secret animal lays eggs.
Well, birds lay eggs, and some birds make unusual sounds too. Maybe the secret animal is a bird. There are lots of colourful birds in Indonesia. Many of them are becoming rare because their forest homes are being destroyed. Maybe one of them is the secret animal.
The secret animal lays eggs, but it doesn't fly.
If the secret animal lays eggs but doesn't fly, maybe it's a reptile, like the blood python. While most snakes kill their prey with a bite, the blood python wraps itself around its prey and squeezes tight, cutting off all air and suffocating the animal.
Pythons can swallow their prey whole by dislocating their lower jaws. This lets them open their mouths so wide that they can swallow food much larger than themselves.
Is this the secret animal?
Well, you're getting closer. The secret animal can also swallow animals larger than itself, but it's not the blood python.
Reticulated pythons have been known to swallow whole pigs. The reticulated python can grow up to 10 metres in length. Some members of the python family, like the reticulated python, have killed people.
How do pythons detect their prey?
They have a special sense, which they use to feel the warmth of a nearby animal.
The secret animal is a reptile, but I think I should tell you, it's not a snake.
Well, if it's a reptile, it might be a lizard. The green water dragon is an Indonesian lizard. It's a good swimmer and moves through the water using its tail like a rudder.
Now you're getting very close, but don't forget, the secret animal can swallow animals much larger than itself. The green water dragon can't.
Maybe the secret animal is a monitor, like the black tree monitor. It can open its mouth very wide like a snake and swallow animals much larger than itself. Monitors have strong legs and clawed toes. The black tree monitor is a good climber. It lives in swamps and mostly eats crabs.
The secret animal is bigger than the black tree monitor. It's one of the largest in its family. Don't forget that clue.
If the secret animal is one of the largest in its family, and it is a monitor, it can only be one animal. The Komodo dragon must be Indonesia's most secret animal. It's the largest lizard in the world and can grow up to 3 metres in length. Is this the secret animal?
Yes, it is. The Komodo dragon is very rare and lives only on the Indonesian island of Komodo and a few smaller islands nearby. Before it was first seen by Europeans in 1912, There were many mysterious stories about a huge lizard that lived in the Far East. The Komodo dragon can dislocate its lower jaws so that it can swallow animals much larger than itself. Its diet is mostly wild goats and pigs, and because there aren't many of these left on the islands, the Komodo dragon is endangered and may soon become extinct.
The Komodo dragon is a skilled hunter. It relies on its excellent eyesight when searching for food. Its prey has little chance of escaping its dagger-like claws.
The Komodo dragon can also climb well and can run very fast using its long tail as a rudder to help steer it. Its tail can also be used as a weapon. It has a good sense of direction and an excellent memory, and when it eats it makes a ferocious noise.
The Komodo dragon is certainly Indonesia's most secret animal.